Miss Maria, during your Miss World reign, you traveled certain countries. Can you tell us what is your favorite country and what country left a mark in you?
This is the question that everybody makes, like which was the country that you enjoyed most. But I cannot answer that question because I think that every country is different and I enjoy a lot traveling. I mean, for me,
Mhm.
traveling was something that I really loved. And before being Miss World with my family, every year we were doing a trip together. So we have been in China, in Philippines, in Nepal with my family. So I'm very lucky and blessed to have this opportunity before we Miss World. In Miss World, I traveled, I think, to 25 countries. I think I've been to
Mm.
25
Wow.
countries.
Wow.
I was one of the
Really?
last Miss Worlds that travels more.
Mhm.
But I think the countries that I really enjoyed more for the causes we were doing there, and because they were completely different from my culture, was Kenya. I mean, it's very difficult to choose one country or two
Mhm.
because everything has something special. But the ones that marked more was Kenya,
Mhm.
um, Philippines too. I like it so much. Um, India. Well, I mean, all of them. I mean, but I not countries, but I remember some things that marked me more. I remember in Puerto Rico when I was there that were visiting a hospital. I actually have a picture in my Instagram. We're visiting a hospital, and it was like a little boy that was wearing a mask here, and when he saw me, he was like, "Oh my god!" And he took off the mask and he take a picture very quickly with me, and then he put again the mask. And I remember he didn't have legs because he was afraid to die. But in that moment, I remember exactly the bright of his eyes and
Mm.
how happy you can make a person just with one
Mhm.
picture, with giving you a smile. And what I learned during that year was to be blessed with myself of all what I have, because when you realize how lucky you are to make these kind of things and make smile somebody, you make you happier. And these kind of little things were the things that make me be a better person after
Mhm.
1 year of being a Miss World. I mean, I changed completely. It was something amazing. And I posted that picture on Instagram, and her mom wrote me a message. This was 1 year ago, I think I posted the picture. And, and his mom wrote me a message and told me, "Oh, Mireia, thank you very much to make my child smile for
Mm.
1 minute. He already died 3 days after you visit him, but thank you very much because I remember that
Oh.
moment as one of of his best moments in his life." And these kind of things, you realize that you can make the difference, that sometimes you don't think so, and you make the difference. I mean, with your smile and with just to be with somebody and to say thank you or come on, you can do it, with these kind of things, it makes you to be happier. And what I realized during this year is that Miss World has a very, very, very beautiful legacy of beauty with a purpose. Sometimes people don't know exactly what this means, but I think that the Miss World and Beauty with a Purpose is what makes this pagement different from the other ones. I mean,
Mhm.
all of them, I love all of them. I love Miss Universe, Miss International, but I think that for me as a pharmaceutical student that I was involved in some medical issues, for me was amazing to be able to make these kind of differences in childs and people.
Mm. Speaking of difference, right now, like when you reigned Miss World, it was a different time, and right now we're facing a different time. So, what do you
Yeah.
think are the changes that's gonna happen within the pageant and the organization? Things like that.
If I think they're gonna do changes in the
Mhm.
organization of Miss World, yeah, you were
Yeah.
asking that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
I think so. I think that now we are living worldwide, before and after. Nobody knows where it's going to happen. I mean, everything is changing now. Where it's happening in the U.S. So all the protests now in Mexico. Yesterday they were protesting too. we don't know what is going on with the society, with the humanity. It's something that I don't know what's going on with ourselves, but we have to be focused and we have to change this now. And of course, we have to deal with that. We have to deal with the coronavirus. It's something new, and everything is going to change. And I think that the Miss World organization now has the opportunity to use this platform to maybe not focus in other kind of countries, but focus 100% of that and help the countries that have been most affected with the coronavirus. Mexico, where I'm now, it's one of the countries that is more affected nowadays. We have 1,000 of dead people every day. It's a lot of people. And I'm starting to do a charity gala in 1 month or two to do a raise funding, and with another Miss Universe participant of Miss Estonia of 2012 that we are very close friends, and also Vanessa Ponce is doing also initiative. So I think that as ambassadors we can use this to make voice and to encourage people to help a little bit. Maybe you don't have a lot of money to help, but maybe you can go to the supermarket and buy some things. You can buy like some rice, some bread, some fruit, and when you are going back to your home, you can give this food to the people you think you need in the street. Every time that I go to a supermarket, I do that. I buy like 10 different boxes, and when I go to my house, I give it back to the people. And I think these little things is what people should do, because maybe you cannot do a lot of difference, but you can do little things that little by little everyone can affront this problem that we're living worldwide. And Miss World organization has to use that too. I think that they have to focus and do something, especially of coronavirus. They have to do a big gala. They have a lot of contacts in the governments of all the world. So I think they can use that to help each country in a different way. Maybe not economically, but making the voice. That nowadays this is the most important thing. And also with the platforms that we have, like Instagram, Facebook, the internet, it's very easy to make the voice, and little by little you can make this voice wider.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
She's really so passionate, right?
Right. She is. I feel her heart. Like,
And I can feel
her.
the Spanish passion,
Yes.
like it's the same thing whenever I talk with Alejandra as well. I could feel,
we're Spanish. We
the
are
Spanish,
Latin, we're passionate, yeah. And I have to say that I'm very passionate with all that I do. I mean, if I do something with no passion, don't do it. I think we have to do things that we really want. Otherwise, you didn't take the things that you want. You have to be passionate of all the things you want and be focused on that.
There's one thing that I just want to ask you, Mireia, because you said a while ago that you were studying pharmacy back in Spain, and then you also did 1 year of pharmacy studies in Copenhagen in Denmark. So are you still practicing this, or did you get the license afterwards before you joined the Miss World Spain, or you kind of mix both, trying to become an actress right now, or you'll just go back to being a pharmacist one day?
Well, when I was